Hello friends, I will say you a haunted story. The name of this story is a haunted house story.
Riley. I was watching a horror movie when a banging noise made me jump. It came from inside my apartment. I live in an old building. The heater makes noise when it turns on. Only it was summer, the heater doesn't come on.
There's a house in my neighborhood. Years ago, whenever I passed it, I'd hear this squawking sound like the owner had a bird on the top floor. Recently, I discovered the house was empty. Had been for a while. What was making the squawking sound? I've had mice problems in my apartment. When you put out poison, the mice tend to die in hidden places. You know.
Location. A bit obvious. There needs to be a place to haunt. This place doesn't have to be scary looking. A nice twist would be having an ordinary, bright house with a dark past. I tend to go towards old, scary houses mostly because I love old buildings. Those places that just look like they have history built into their walls. Generally, haunted stories take place in old locations because they're more likely to have a dark history. However, history can be yesterday, so you could set a story in a modern apartment where a gruesome murder happened. You could also go the poltergeist route where the land is cursed. Characters. Most stories pair a haunted house with an ordinary family. Paranormal witness is nothing but everyday people being tormented by evil forces. That contrast makes you feel how powerless they are. You feel sorry for them because they're trapped and there's no escape. It's difficult to pull off the powerlessness if you have magical beings trapped in a haunted house. Why can't they use their powers to get out or banish the monsters? Both Devden Manor and the Haunted Island story, The Unburned Island, working title, have otherworldly people in a haunted location. In Devden Manor, the characters are demons and the house was made to trap them. In The Unburned Island, the characters willingly went to the island to solve the haunted mystery. It's possible to write a haunted house story with paranormal characters. I often wonder about the skeptic. Why are they included in the story? There's that wonderful feeling of satisfaction when they are proven wrong. Maybe that's why. Maybe ghostly or demonic antagonists aren't enough, we need human drama added to the mix. Clichés. Most horror movies have certain types of characters. The skeptic is one of them. There's also the ultra-believer. The two morons who go off to have sex in the middle of a haunting. The female who becomes a weeping mess at the first sign of anything paranormal. This is one of those instances where movies shouldn't be your inspiration. At least not always. Books need characters we feel for, especially in horror. A scene can be creepy, but if the reader isn't invested in the characters, they won't feel fear. The hauntings. Writing the location and characters are the easy parts. Hauntings should escalate, slowly. Somehow, you have to keep readers interested even when the only thing happening is a door opening by itself. There needs to be a balance. Not enough haunting makes the story boring. Too much and readers get tired of it. The best way to learn how to portray a good haunting is to inhale media about it. Not just books. Movies and TV shows as well. I watch Paranormal Witness. Some of my favorite haunted house movies are The Conjuring 1 and 2, Grave Encounters, Insidious, Sinister. Dark Skies is an alien invasion story, but it has the haunted house feeling to it. The Woman in Black. Lights Out, the movie. Horror short films on YouTube are great for inspiration. I created a playlist for when I'm in a horror mood, which is all the time. Books are harder, at least for me. With movies, you have creepy visuals. It's difficult to translate that jerking movement from the female in the ring into a book. I mentioned Hunter Shea above. Great ghost stories. Hell House by Richard Matheson. The Haunting of Hill House by Sherry Jackson. The House by Bentley Little. The Academy by Bentley Little. People tend to include the yellow wallpaper. I never understood that. It's a good story, but I didn't get any haunted vibes from it. The Turn of the Screw and The House on the Borderlands are often included in haunted house book lists. I tried both of them. Couldn't get into them. 9 haunted house books to keep you up at night. The best haunted house books. Remember, don't throw in a strangled cry just because it sounds creepy. Why would a ghost or demon make that noise? Everything in a story needs to have a reason. Haunted story. I like the haunted story. Please subscribe my channel and like if you want new videos, so press the bell icon.